So we're going to talk about oils for pregnancy, birth, and postpartum. Obviously, there are oils that you can use if you're trying to get pregnant, or if you've had problems keeping pregnancies for miscarriages and really hard things like that. But this class, I want to focus on pregnancy, birth, and postpartum. So I do recommend a couple of Gentle Babies. This is by Deborah Rayburn, and she is a bunch of stuff. I can't even remember, but she's like, and let me tell you, because it's not fair. I know she was a nurse. I want to say she was a midwife, but oh my gosh. Anyway, look her up. Just Google it. Deborah Rayburn. Okay, so the first thing that I want to tell you all, is a couple of resources that you should have as a pregnant person or someone who is helping women on this journey. So first book, definitely have this one, Gentle Babies by Deborah Rayburn. Second is check out our blog. Yeah, because it's awesome. heavenlytreasure.net. There are a bunch of birth stories on there. My two journeys, my two births, and a lot of stuff on motherhood and prenatal care that I did, like chiropractic care, midwifery, being a doula, all that great stuff is on the blog. So heavenlytreasure.net. If someone wants to put that in the comments, I totally appreciate it. Thank you so much. Third and best resource, doulas. If you're watching this and you're pregnant and you don't have a doula, please look into having a doula. Even if you don't want anybody at your birth other than whoever your birth partner is going to be, get a doula to help you during your prenatal journey, because she can help you in so many ways to give you resources, answers to questions you may have, and it'll be individualized for you, for what you need. And if you have an awesome doula like Mel, who does yoga and who does yin yoga and hypnobirthing and essential oils, that's awesome. Someone who has lots of tools in her belt, to help you get the best preparation ever. It's amazing. So get a doula. So that's the third thing. Fourth resource that I highly recommend is Spinning Babies website. Spinningbabies.com is amazing. It sounds weird because spinning babies, what does that even mean? But the point is to be doing certain daily activities, movements, positions. Spinning Babies is amazing to make space in your womb for the baby to move around, to get in the best position possible for birth, and also to help your body be in a great condition to be able to birth this baby, okay? And to keep your body healthy and strong and loose and just amazing. Spinningbabies.com. Okay, and my last resource is Birthing from Within. I love Birthing from Within. Any type of Birthing from Within class that you can attend, be it birth art or a 6-week childbirth class, or birth story listening. The Birthing from Within, I love the philosophy that they use. So just briefly, I want to touch briefly on what are essential oils. Like, what are these little bottles that we keep talking about? Why do we keep talking about these little things? Okay, this little powerful liquid, like seriously, it's such a big deal. Like, why is everybody making such a big deal about this? Like, there's like an explosion of information now on essential oils, and even so much controversy. Like, no, you can't use essential oils at all, and they're dangerous, and people might even be like, don't listen to Jenny, she's a crazy person. Okay, but you know what? Experience and common sense and just doing your due diligence and using oils safely, come on, it's powerful. I can't even say that enough. And I'm going to use that word probably a gajillion times in this video, but it's because it's true. It's the truth. And I want you to not be scared to use them. So essential oils, the easiest way that I can explain to you what they are is the essence of the plant. Just like we need blood, the plant needs essential oils. So our blood carries oxygen through our body, through to our cells, and that's why we live, right? We cut our skin, the blood comes to heal that cut, right? So you break a leaf or whatever of the plant, and the essential oils go to heal that. So kind of, if you can kind of work with that, I hope that explains a little bit about what they are. But I just want to briefly touch upon it so that we can get right into the nitty-gritty of for oils for pregnancy, birth, and postpartum. Okay. So the oils that we're going to be talking about are Young Living essential oils. Why? Because these are the oils that I most trust right now. I have gotten to trust, have learned to respect and use them correctly. And I have experienced them personally myself during the stages of maternity. So I feel very comfortable recommending them and talking about them and teaching about them to you. So that's why I am going to only talk about Young Living essential oils. I do trust the quality of these essential oils. Young Living has a standard called Seed to Seal, and that just means that from the seed that they pick, from the way that they cultivate the soil, they harvest the plants, the testing that's done, all the way to being sealed is completely meticulous. It's a completely every little step is checked and verified 2 or 3 times. If the oil is tested and it comes out that it doesn't meet those standards, they will not sell that oil. And I haven't myself, but I have plenty of friends in this Young Living family who have visited the farms and can witness to this being true. That they themselves have gone, picked the weeds, seen the oils being distilled, been to outside of the lab windows, seeing how everything is tested. So that's why I'm focusing on the Young Living essential oils. I'm gonna open up this book to talk a little about safety. Let's just put it that way. Because in general, for everyone, safety guidelines as far as, for example, citrus oils, you want to be sure that you don't apply them on your skin and then go out in the sun or to a tanning booth or something like that, because there are some naturally occurring chemical components in citrus oils that make your skin photosensitive. So at least avoid at least 12 hours after applying. So if you do apply and you need to go out, obviously apply somewhere where you can cover that area that you applied your oil on. Because so many oils are really good for the skin. If you do apply the oils on your face, do it at night before bed. That way your skin can, have the lovely skincare relief. And then you can go, and then by the time you go out in the sun the next day, it'll be fine. Your skin will have absorbed all the oils. Okay. So just something here that she says that I don't usually talk about. She says, avoid using skincare products such as shampoos and lotions which contain petrochemicals that are counteractive to pure therapeutic grade essential oils. All right. So that basically means don't use your beauty products that have petrochemicals in it, because when you mix them with essential oils, you're creating this imbalance, this counteractivity that's going on. Okay, so that's just precautions for everyone. Common sense things. Don't put oils in your eyes. Don't put oils in your ears. If you have issues, put it on a cotton ball and put the cotton ball in your ear. And not like soaked cotton ball, just, a drop on the cotton ball. Or just rub it against your bone. And same thing with your eyes. If you're having things going on with your eyes, don't drop the bottle like this. Put a drop on your hand and then apply on the bones, not directly into your eyes. Just general safety for everybody. If you've never used oils before, dilute them. Dilute them with olive oil, any fatty oils, coconut oil, almond oil, these kinds of fatty oils. So if you know that you have sensitivities to things, automatically dilute them. If you're going to use them on your children, automatically dilute them. Test on yourself first. Then, if you feel that it's fine, test on your child, and then fully apply. And on children, and especially on newborns, the best places to apply is down the baby or the child's spine and on the bottom of their feet covered with socks. Because the children just touch everything, right? So you don't want them to touch it and get it in their eyes or in their mouth and be uncomfortable and crying. We want to avoid crying as much as we can, guys. Not the opposite. All right, the oils are supposed to help, not do the opposite. So those are a few safety precautions. There are oils that are considered hot, like cinnamon bark, clove, peppermint, oregano. Always dilute these oils. Always, always, always. I cannot say that enough. Always dilute those oils. So I can use lavender on my skin, no problem. But I know some people who are sensitive to lavender. So I can't tell you do what I do, because I can be fine with lavender and maybe you can't. So, don't take my word for it all the time. Always test on your skin. There's some really gentle oils like frankincense and lavender and myrrh. They're really gentle on like any skin type, but that's super generalizing. So always, go with your instinct, what you feel is right, and do your research, dilute, follow the basic safety. Okay, so for pregnancy, so if you do end up getting this book, it's amazing because everything that I've talked about is right here on page 14, and now she's going to talk about precautions for pregnancy. Okay, so these are just a list of essential oils that because you're pregnant and you shouldn't be using oils that are going to disrupt your hormones, are going to get contractions going, and these kinds of oils we want to avoid. So just a few that I'm going to mention here are, if you're taking notes, this is the perfect time to write these down: basil, birch, calamus, cassia, cinnamon bark, hyssop, Idaho tansy, lavandin, which is a form of lavender often sold in stores as lavender, but it's usually a synthetic oil, rosemary, sage, tarragon, and wintergreen. So that just reminded me that because I'm talking about the Young Living essential oils, I really highly recommend that you don't go out and buy oils from I don't know where and begin using my tips here, using those oils. Just saying, because like I said earlier, I don't know where those oils come from. I've never used them. I don't have experience with those essential oils, you know. Oh, thank you, Mel. So be sure to get good quality essential oils, all right? Because there are so many synthetic oils out there that you don't want to do more harm than good. I'm just saying. Okay, so historically there have been instances where non-therapeutic grade essential oils, adulterated, synthetic, and of poor quality, have possibly caused a problem during pregnancy, which gives a bad name to all oils, okay? So the many moms who have contributed to this book in particular have all used the Young Living essential oils, okay? She didn't say that here, but I know that's what she means, okay? So use oils use quality essential oils and also use common sense, okay? So for babies, oils to avoid are, and for babies 1 to 2 years old, so eucalyptus, basil. It says to use with caution or avoid altogether. So this is where you kind of come in as the mom, like, what should I do? Should I use it with caution or should I avoid it? So eucalyptus, basil, juniper, peppermint, hyssop, and wintergreen. Children are, in general, are more delicate to some oils such as eucalyptus and peppermint because of the strong smells, and in very rare cases lead to respiratory distress. And I'm just going to say that I think I pretty much have used, no, I've used eucalyptus definitely on my children, peppermint, and hyssop. I've definitely used those oils on my children. Probably diluted and or in the diffuser. And they're perfectly fine. So yeah, with using with caution or avoiding. So that's where you decide, you know, what you want to do in that case. Obviously, always keep essential oils out of reach of children. They are not toys, because this has happened. Like, kids get into oils and put it all over their body. And my children have done that, and in the cases that they've done it, I've been really thankful because it's been oils for calming. So, but imagine if it wasn't. Imagine if it was a hot oil that would have irritated their skin and I would have just been bothered for like the 6 hours that it took for that oil to get out of their system. But anyway, okay, so yeah. So there is a list here of oils that are safe to use on children, and I'm just gonna read off of here. Bergamot, cedarwood, chamomile, cypress, frankincense, geranium, ginger, lavender, lemon, marjoram, tea tree, which is melaleuca, orange, rose, rosemary, rosewood, sandalwood, thyme, and ylang-ylang. Alrighty. So that's just a little bit on safety and what oils to use for safety. And so I think that's pretty much that as far as safety